Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A look at today's top stories. Just days before he's scheduled to be in court, a judge says South Dakota Attorney General Jason Ravnsborg cannot use Joe Beaver's mental health records in the upcoming trial. Ravnsborg
faces 3 misdemeanors after the car he was driving hit and killed Beaver back in September. The defense attorney argued that Ravnsborg's vehicle was in its lane and Beaver might have been attempting suicide.
Beaver's widow wrote a letter to the judge saying that the mental health records would likely include references to her and that her privacy was protected under Marcy's law. The trial is expected to start on Thursday.
A Tabor man is being held on a $250,000 bond following an explosion over the weekend. 29-year-old Joseph Hansen was found unresponsive in his driveway in Tabor on Saturday. He was treated for burns to his body, then told authorities he was planning to make 12 pipe bombs using powder from artillery shells.
He had already made 3 to 5 before one of them exploded. This isn't Hansen's first run-in with the law over explosives. We take a full look at his past, which includes prison time for threatening to blow up a school. You can find that right here on KELOLAND.com.
A top story online, the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally just wrapped up over a week ago. Now Meade County is reporting the highest weekly COVID positivity rate in the state. According to the South Dakota Department of Health, 36.1% of PCR tests are coming back positive in the county.
The number of active COVID-19 cases in Meade County increased from 24 on August 4th to 235 as of yesterday. Statewide, the number of active cases has increased 290%.
Following the FDA's full approval of the Pfizer vaccine, the University of Minnesota says it will require vaccines for all students. That's more than 50,000 students.
The mandate is effective at University of Minnesota campuses in the Twin Cities, Crookston, Duluth, Morris, and Rochester. Faculty and staff members will also be required to inform the university of their vaccination status.
Well, Northeast KELOLAND saw some storms overnight and more rain is in the forecast.
But today it looks like the heat is coming back. Meteorologist Brian Karstens with a look at today's weather. Good morning, Brian.
Yes, good morning. A lot of talking points here about summer weather, right? With thunderstorms, heat, humidity, all those things on the table today. Let's look at radar coverage from the past 12 hours. You can see that the overnight thunderstorm tracks have been across the far north and into Minnesota. These storms have been tracking along here with some pockets of heavier rain. Let's have a look at that. You can see, at least on the bigger picture there, showers and storms fairly common. Now, Sioux Falls has missed that so far, but things will be turning around the corner here in the 7-day forecast. There are the rain numbers as of about 7 this morning. Marshall, Minnesota, well over an inch of rain. That's good. Sisseton now over an inch as well. A lot of 90s. Stay cool the best you can in the southeast. Heat advisory in effect for Parker, Yankton, Vermilion. A little cooler in Rapid City at 82. North winds there are 20 to 35. We'll be back with Futurecast in just a moment.
Thank you, Brian. Another W on Monday for the Sioux Falls Little League team. After rain postponed Sunday's game, the team defeated Oregon 3-0 yesterday.
A big highlight of the game was a 3-run home run by Gavin Weir. Sioux Falls will play again on Wednesday against a team from California.
Athletes are lacing up their shoes for Sunday's Sioux Falls Marathon. As they prepare to hit the pavement, the local running community has received a national honor. The Roadrunners Club of America has named Sioux Falls a runner-friendly community.
It means that we have the infrastructure that supports running, walking, pedestrian activities. Local businesses and local government support us. I received letters of support from local business owners, government officials, the mayor, so it's a great honor for Sioux Falls.
Marathon. Rochester, Minnesota also joined the list. Good hopes the distinction, which lasts 5 years, attracts more runners to local races.
A story that has people talking. Check out this new Airbnb listing in South Sioux City. You can now book this Hobbit-inspired house from the Lord of the Rings movies.
It took 14 months to build and houses up to 4 guests. The owners say they heard about the popularity of the Hobbit houses in New Zealand and wanted to bring something like it to the Midwest.
Definitely a unique idea.
Yes, it is.
That is a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, one last look at weather. Hot day today. Sioux Falls area, not quite in the heat advisory, but pretty close. And so make sure you're drinking lots of water if you're out working in the heat today. We have thunderstorms across Minnesota as we've been tracking. I think a lot of the day part forecast will be dry for much of central and western South Dakota. A drying northwest wind is coming through. Even Sioux Falls, probably hard to generate a whole lot of rain with the capping involved here. And then tonight's rain chance will primarily settle into Nebraska. Now, tomorrow, there are a couple of things on the table here. We may sprout some widely scattered rains here near Pierre. We are accounting for that, as we also see a little bit of that tracing toward Watertown. These things are fairly minor tomorrow. I don't think we're looking at widespread rain there necessarily. But as we get into Thursday and Friday, take a look at this. The pattern, I think, is really gearing up for more active weather as we have this boundary that sweeps through into Nebraska. That's going to come back, and it's going to be a warm front. And as it does so, look at that. Thunderstorms draped there from Pierre all the way to southern Minnesota. And that's on Thursday, rain likely. And there's more coming up even into Friday. You can see from the Black Hills all the way to Minneapolis. Clusters of showers and thunderstorms, so hopefully filling in a few more gaps. And if we don't get as much rain as you'd like there, we've got more on the way for the weekend. There's another system coming into the plains. Highs today, a lot of 90s in the southeast. Sioux Falls 93, cooler, less humid West River. Everybody cools tomorrow, 81 Sioux Falls. Then the rain chance and the cooling, 75 Thursday, 81 Friday. It looks like we're going to bounce back into the 80s on Saturday ahead of the next front and additional storms. That may tend to center more on Saturday night. We're keeping an eye on the timing for your weekend, so keep watching for that. Bottom line is Aberdeen, we're finally getting some rain, and we've got more coming up Thursday, Friday. Looking at that with cooler weather. Pierre also looking at better chances of rain Thursday into Friday with highs in the middle to upper 70s. And while the chances of rain are not as high for Rapid City, we are enjoying the cooler weather, upper 70s and lower 80s. Check out the details with our Storm Center update posted right now at KELOLAND.com. And have a great day.